Na 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 leader. Na 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 leader.
Na 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 leader. Na 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 leader. 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 Batman. I mean leader.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, welcome.
Exactly at 10.
10 o'clock? I said 10 o'clock.
You never started up on time like that. I don't know. Let me get my water.
3-minute countdown, bro.
Had to get my new T-shirt.
I got my new T-shirt on too. Look, he ain't even here to hate on it, little hater.
Yeah.
All right, I am your host, Ramon Davis, and I don't even know why I said my last name like that. And to my right, but to everybody's left, depending on how you're looking at it. My father's brother's nephew, cousin, former roommate, baby sister, scoutmaster, teacher's hater, teammate, coaches, player, Star Wars lover, Adrian.
Hey, I'm not a Star. I like Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars lover.
You keep defending it, so you're a Star Wars lover. So if everybody,
I just don't hate everything like you do.
I'm not a hater. I like it or I don't like it. All right. If everybody's wondering where T's at, we had a power outage on Tuesday. This is why we're live today. It's because of the power outage that happened on Tuesday. So T is still without power. He's in a hotel room right now, and his kids are wild. I ain't even gonna lie. You know his kids are wild. Both of them, especially the two white ones. Like he got two little white kids. He got twins, and you know what? He can't tell them apart. He goes up to him and say, "Which one are you?" Like it's terrible.
Okay.
He can't. Next time we're at the show, ask him. He'll tell you. I cannot tell them apart. He has to ask, which one are you? So yeah. Anyway, he's in a hotel room. So obviously he could be on, but he's not in the mood to be on, and that's understandable. We thought that we would be okay going on today and everything, but he's still without power. So pray for everybody in the North Omaha area. That's the black area. So of course they don't have power where the black people live at. So yep, pray for them. We was trying to find out. Somebody was hearing about it. It was on Facebook, so we're not sure how true it is. But it was saying that they were giving families $500 for food. So I'm trying to find out if that's true or not. But other than that, keep everybody in prayer. And so that's why T's not here. Obviously, we had to get a continuance for the trial because T's without power. Also, Jessica's without power. And she's getting married on Saturday. So we have to wait. So next Tuesday will be the trial. Hopefully, for real this time. Oh, Jessica, see, he does. He doesn't know. Like Jessica, no. He does not know his twins apart. He says, "Which one are you?" all the time. And they just yell their name. They better not ever figure out that they could just lie and say that they're the twin. They better not ever figure it out. So yeah, Jessica, did you guys get power back over where you at? Let me know. I know we're in like a 10-second delay there. So Adrian took some trips.
Wait. Before we get into that, it was something I wanted to touch base on. So
yeah,
to revisit something about your Man of Steel review.
Like what?
Your Man of Steel review.
The reviews? I gave a review.
I said I wanted to touch. I said I wanted to touch base on something.
Oh, okay. Did you watch it? I mean, don't.
Yes, I watched it.
Don't try to debate with me and think you heard something when you were sick and you're all.
No. No. One thing you were saying. You said, what you said? You were saying about how you didn't like how Jonathan didn't want Clark to use his powers, and then you were saying something about cell phones or in the movie or whatnot, right?
No, because T kept talking about like, Jonathan was hard on him because you don't understand that Jonathan was hard because they were living in a time where there's cell phones and social media. My comment was, you said that, but I watched the whole movie and there was one cell phone in the whole movie.
No, but here's my thing with that. Regardless if there was cell phones or not, do you realize that Lois figured out who this dude was in a day?
That's what I'm trying to say. It did.
So my thing is yeah, I rewatched it. So my thing is, so Jonathan was right. He shouldn't have been using his powers. so Jonathan was right.
He was right, but what was the point? Clark wouldn't have did it anyway. So what was the point? What was the point? Oh my God. I'm not even gonna tell you what my argument is gonna be, because you guys think I'm gonna go this way. You think I'm going this way with the argument, and I'm gonna hit you with the whole okie doke. Like, you literally gonna be like, oh no, like what?
I just don't.
You ain't ready for what I'm about to come with. I'm coming with the fire.
I'm just saying, Jonathan was right. He shouldn't have. He told him not to use his powers. She figured out who he was in a day, with little to no effort.
So that means, you know what? That means Clark should have saved his dad then.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was gonna figure it out.
His daddy told him not to. Okay, honor thy mother and thy father. Okay, he was raised up in a strict Catholic household. I'm pretty sure they're Catholic because he did go to confess. So he grew up in a strict Catholic home. So you know he couldn't just honor his parents like that.
Oh, but he gonna listen to his parents when he tell him to tell him to die, though, huh? He gonna listen to that. This is
it. Yeah, he listened to me. Honor thy mother, thy father. His dad said, "You stay out my business, boy." Jonathan was trying to prove a point. You know what? And I think he made that point. Sacrifice. Jonathan was a good daddy.
He was not a good dad. We gonna go over that too. That was mentally abusive to his son.
In what way? In what way? Because he's.
I can't tell you right now.
Oh, is that part of your defense? Because he was abusive. That man was not abusive.
He was. I'm gonna prove it too. He was mentally abusive too. I'm gonna prove it. Oh my God, he is going down.
Oh my God. Okay.
Y'all have no idea where I'm going with this one.
Yeah, because you gonna be pulling these things out of left field like you did with RoboCop. Start making up stuff.
I ain't making up nothing. I'm going Johnny Cochran on you. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. He's going to jail.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we're gonna say about our client.
Oh, and I got a shirt just for the trial too. Yep. Just got a comment shirt too. You got to send me a picture of you wearing it so I can get it on the intro there.
What was I gonna say? Did you get the second set of pictures I sent you?
Yes.
So show those ones first. I want to go over those ones first, and then we'll go over the other ones. So because I got this.
Yes, Jessica, we did have the wrong judge for RoboCop. Yeah, we did. No cop outs. It's either guilty or innocent. No cop outs. All right. Second one.
What's the first picture in that one? I think you're going backwards.
It's just I just threw them in there, so I don't know which one's the first. It's a video now.
That's fine. Do you see the picture of?
Or just tell me what these are.
Okay, well, this one. Okay, this was because it was in order of this, man. You didn't.
You didn't tell me they had to be in order. I just downloaded them and threw them in the.
So this is
backwards? Yeah,
right there. Okay, so everything started from this right here. So this is actually about an hour from my house, and it's called the gas station, and it's in Bastrop, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, so they filmed some of the original scenes from a Texas Chainsaw Massacre at this gas station. So that was the whole reason why we started this trip. That's where I got this shirt from. So we went out there to this filming location. It's like one little small scene in the movie where it's like the beginning of the movie. They interact with this gas station. So that's where we went here for this. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't like, my thing is like, I've seen bits and pieces of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've never actually watched the movie all the way through, the original one. And
I can't remember if I watched the original or not, but I watched the one that came out in 2000 something.
Yeah. No, this is from the original one.
Okay.
So the thing is, I feel like, can we go to? Is there another picture on there?
Go backwards. That.
Yeah. So there was just all on the bench right there. I think that was a sculpt of the original mask.
Yeah.
So for what it was cool. The only thing I kind of wished, I don't feel like they really capitalized on everything like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Cause there's the band right. That's the band that they came in. Now I don't know if that's the band from the movie or if it's just like a version of the band. I don't know.
Oh,
because they don't have like any signs, really anything, like nothing to really tell you what you're looking at. That's all that you got to be a super diehard,
to know what it is.
To know what it is. So I really wish they would have kind of been like, either this is the van or this is,
Wait, that van look. Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, well, look.
Yeah. Or this is a version of the van, and then maybe showing like some clips showing some clips. So that was kind of like maybe have some pictures of like kind of where they were standing at. So that was the only thing I kind of wish they would have had. So after we left there, we went to this place called the Museum of Weird. Was not expecting to see much of anything there. It just said Museum of Weird, but they actually had a screen used gremlin there. That's what this is right here from
number 2.
Yeah, the new batch. So that was in this museum. It was called the Museum of Weird. It was in Austin. So we went there, saw that. Go ahead and go to the next one. That was just me just taking a picture with it because I love gremlins. But you can see go back for a second. You can see all the rods on it. So you can see it was one of the you can see it was one of those. It was a screen user one. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, do you remember that?
Yeah. I can't remember what the movie's called, but it has 3 stories in it, and it was the last story.
Yeah. Tales from the Dark Side.
Tales from the Dark Side. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny
because not to tell.
so funny. So Kathy sees it before me. She goes, "What's this from?" Without looking at it, I go, "Tales from the Dark Side," and I said the same thing. You promised not to tell.
That was the part you remember. That and you'll find out. You'll find out.
Yeah, that was the first thing out of my mouth. So that was really cool. It was just one little small section. They had those 2 screen used props there, and this little museum, blink if you miss it kind of deal. That's Harvey just taking a picture with this King Kong they had in there. So it was broken down into 3 parts. So they had like the bottom part was just like your Museum of Weird part, and it was kind of like a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, and then it had like a wax museum portion, which was this part here, and then it had a freak show section where there was like a bunch of like 2-headed goats and stuff. And then it had this other one. I remember watching this documentary. It was like on Lifetime. I remember watching the documentary, and it was like about this kid who supposedly found like it wasn't a kid. They supposedly found some frozen caveman, and this kid kept going there and studying it. But anyway, they're saying that they have that there. I don't know, man. It was like one of those like kind of like what they call them what they call those things, those roadside attractions. What they call them? Like, no, not a carny. Like like when you're just driving on the road and you just see those things like, oh, over here, for the next 20 miles, go over to this it or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Like a roadside attraction. It's just a roadside attraction. That's what this remind me of. Just a random roadside attraction. Like you've never just done a cross country drive and you're just driving and you're just seeing this sign for this random thing that doesn't really explain what it is, but it says check it out.
I see it, but I don't stop at them because that's usually the beginning of a horror story.
Oh my god! But that's what it reminded me of.
Like, why would you stop there?
Yeah.
Even you say, yeah.
Actually, I've stopped at quite a few of those, and some of them are it's hit or miss, man. I've seen some that have been
be careful. You gonna stop at a place that they don't want black people. You gonna become that roadside as trash.
I've stopped at a few. The Xenomorph. I'm not sure if that was screen use or not. I don't think it was, but it was in there like as we were walking out.
Mhm.
Sorry.
So,
Anyway, so that was
Adrian was agreeing with me about my Man of Steel review before you
I
came
was
in.
agreeing that Jonathan was right.
Before you came in and really interrupted us.
What happened? What did he say?
No, he hasn't said nothing yet.
Oh, okay. So anyway, so that was called the Museum of Weird. So anyway, after we finished that up, we got some lunch, and then again we're still in Austin. I'm just looking to see what else there's to do. So this next thing pops up. It was called the Toy Museum. It was literally it was a 9-minute walk. So I'm like, screw it, let's just walk over there and see what it is. So can you bring up these next pictures?
I don't know if these are in order or not.
Oh, these don't matter. These don't matter. It's all the same. So we get to this place. It's called the Museum of Toys. It's mostly 80 toys, obviously stuff that we would know, your G.I. Joes, your Thundercats. But one thing I thought, for just price of admission right there, if you want to stop for a second, or go back for a second.
Right there?
No, one more. Right there. So all of these arcades actually worked. They were unlimited play, and these are the legit ones that we played when we were kids. These aren't like those ones that they're like selling at Walmart, So
the little cheap ones.
No, these are like the authentic ones that, like I said, we grew up playing when we were kids in the arcades, and they were unlimited. It was so fun. Of course, Kathy, because Dominic wasn't there. Dominic's out in San Francisco. That's another story. But so basically, it was just me, Kathy, and Harmony, and they're not good at video games, so I'm basically playing most of these things by myself. But either way, I had a blast playing these different games. I played they have the Simpsons game that I'm sure we all remember playing growing up. I played that for a while. I played the X-Men game, the Ninja Turtles, like pretty much just all those beat 'em up games that we used to play, as kids when we'd all get together with our friends and just kind of hood around these machines.
Especially the 4-player games. Those games.
They had all those. All those
with your friends and get like $20 worth of quarters and just try to beat it.
Yeah, and the cool thing was like at first, like, because it was I think like 17 something for adults, which I thought was kind of a lot. But once he said that all the games are unlimited, you can play as much as you want, that's why I was like, oh, okay. Because when I just thought it was just a museum, I'm like, that's a lot just to walk around a toy museum. I'm like, I don't want to do it. But he was like, all the games are unlimited. And not only did they have arcades, but they had Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Atari, computer games, all these things hooked up, and they all worked. It was insane how much they had in there. Like, you could spend an entire day in there and probably still not scratch the surface of everything you can do in this place.
Mm-hmm. Let me hit play.
Yeah. And then even just that, and like I said, just all the toys that they had to look at. This was the Ninja Turtle display, and this picture doesn't know justice how many they had. It was a Simpsons game. I was calling myself playing that, and I was getting my butt kicked because I was playing by myself.
You can't
even
play that
pinball
by
machines.
You can't play that by
they had original.
I was playing it on my phone, and then like the phone upgraded one time, and then it never went back. Yep.
Oh,
pissed off because I paid for it.
They had a Street Fighter game. I don't remember which one they had. I've never been really good at Street Fighter, so I'll be honest, I did not go in there and play Street Fighter.
That's the Exo Squad, isn't that?
Yeah. I took a couple of pictures of Exo Squad because they were kind of scattered around. What else? Those toys were dope. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else they had. It was so much in there. There was so much. And another cool thing they had like this little scavenger hunt in there. So even that was just to make it even more interesting.
I didn't even know that they made that.
I didn't know they made it either. I didn't know. That's why I took a picture of it.
No idea they made that as a toy.
Yeah. I took pictures of I was taking just random pictures because it was, like I said, it was so much to see. That's not even like, I just sent you kind of the cooler ones that I thought were kind of cool, but I took a lot of pictures. And then they had a little scavenger hunt that you can go around and find just different characters, which we did. I took the power glove because we were talking about it that day. But I was thinking about the wizard. It's so bad.
All right, T.
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
Like I knew they had Captain Planet toys, but I don't think I've ever seen them until
me neither. Dude, I saw that picture.
Yeah, so I was like, I knew that, but I guess I didn't remember. Those are like battle beasts. I think you remember the battle beasts, right? Those little ones. Yeah. They were like little, muscle men. So it was just, like I said, man, it was a really cool thing. I would love, man, when you come out here, we're definitely got to go, because the RoboCops with the caps.
Thank you. Yeah,
I
was just about to say no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to say I can smell the cats.
I specifically took those because we were talking about it, and I couldn't believe they had them. Yeah. I couldn't believe they had them. So I was like, and they were all kind of, because they were in the back. So I'm like, have to like leave my phone all over, like, just to get a picture of them. But yeah, they were all in the back, and I'm like, man, and then they were all knocked over. So I'm like, let me get back there as best I can. Yeah, there was the X-Men game.
I remember
Swamp Thing toys. Yeah, so it was just all kind of stuff in there. Like I didn't even know they made a Super Mario from the movie. That was Luigi. Yeah. I saw that.
Luigi Mario.
So I didn't know.
I didn't know they made that either.
Yeah. So some stuff I just took because I didn't know they made. Street Sharks obviously is one of my toys lines that I was really big on. Of course, Power Rangers. Man, it was so much stuff there. Small Soldiers. I had a good time. I had a good.
So, do you remember that? Do you remember these?
Captain Power? Yeah.
That's what it was called, Captain Power.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what Captain Power
I took a picture just for you because I figured you'd remember.
Yes, that and the airplane.
I thought I had a picture of the plane. Did I not take it? Did I not send it?
There it is, right there.
There it is. Yeah.
So anybody who don't know what Captain Power is, I'm gonna tell you what Captain. I don't remember everything about it except for those two toys that you see. And these are like interactive toys that you have to put this videotape in, and then you play you hit play, and then you got to move around. So if the plane, if it got shot, then like 3 times or something like that, what you call it, the cockpit thing will pop open, and your guy will shoot out, and then you lost. And then, you're just trying to get as most points out. I remember that. And then rack up the points.
Oh my God, that is the sound too. Yeah, you know what? The new memory. Oh my God.
You know what I remember? Because we used to pause the TV and just sit there and see.
That's why I was some little cheaters.
That's why I can remember the sound. Like
man,
still will lose too.
Man, I forgot all about that sound. Yeah, I took that because I was like, I know Ramon will remember that. They had this huge G.I. Joe display. It was so big I couldn't even get all the pictures of it. It was so massive. It was a whole wall by itself just dedicated to G.I. Joes. 4 levels because they made like a base. They had an aerial battle, they had a sea battle, they had a cave battle. This thing was massive. I have never seen so many G.I. Joes in my life. So yeah, definitely that was a highlight of my day. Really enjoyed it. I was happy I found it. Definitely want to revisit it, and next time you're out here I'm gonna have to take you. Like I said, it's about an hour from the house, but it's worth it.
So speaking of when you come out, let me see if I can find it right quick. We did this videos. We did this escape room. I had brought like the media team, and so we can go out and have fun but still learn about communication and stuff like that. So we did this escape room that my homeboy runs out here. Not my homeboy, my coworker. My homeboy, he's like 30 years older than me. But he runs a skate room. So we went over there and did the skate room there. But he's in the community of skate rooms. Like a lot of the skate rooms out here is like in this community and they help each other out. So he had one. I can't find the picture, but whenever our pictures is, oh, here it is. I was trying to find the name of it. One of the places that he's friends with, they have a Batman. They have a Bat Cave escape room.
Really?
Yes. So when you come out here, me, you, and T, you need to do that Bat Cave escape room.
Yeah.
So
I love themed.
So I wouldn't lose it.
Yeah, I love themed escape rooms. They have the one in Vegas based off of Saw, and they have another based off of Blair Witch, which were probably two of my favorite ones I've ever done. Highly recommend if you ever get a chance to check those out. I heard they did one based off of, I think it was It. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I think next time I go out there, I'm going to check that one out.
I'm not good at escape rooms. They just seem hard to me, especially
really.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like we were in there, and he was like, you know, my friend came in, and he was like showing us everything, and I was just looking like we would have never got that. We never got it. We would have never got out of there.
I did an escape room. It really okay. So this is what I tell you with escape rooms.
So you go to the ones that do the ones you ever went to have on there like what's the percentage of?
Yeah, I think most of them will tell you the percentage. But no, what I was gonna say about escape rooms, it all depends on the company you with, and what I mean by that is it depends who you go with. Like prime example, when I went to the first one I went to, it was just me. I just saw one. It was just me. I was on one of my sabbaticals and I just saw an escape room. So I was in there with a bunch of strangers. I would never recommend doing that with a bunch of strangers because the problem with doing it with a bunch of strangers is since y'all don't know each other, it's very hard for people to work together. And then you get that asshole over there. You get that guy in the corner over there who don't want to, who may think he know everything, and that may be fine. He may be the expert at it, but at the same time, he doesn't want to share information, which makes no sense.
Yeah, so it just makes it around going, hey guys, I got this.
Yeah, so it just makes it's very frustrating. Yeah, it makes it very frustrating.
Yeah, that's exactly why I took the team out, because I was like, this is going to teach us.
Yeah,
to talk to each other. Like just because you guys know how to do something, don't still talk to each other. But
now, yet I went to one with Kathy, the kids, mom, and Dylan, Kayla, and Destiny. Yeah. So it was all of us. So me being really the only one who even knows anything about an escape room. Now it was tough, even especially considering I had a group of kids with me, but yet we solved it. We solved it at the nick of time, and it was 2 rooms in there, but we solved it just working together with only one hint. And it was just we could and most escape rooms they'll give you so many hints, but you need time. Yeah. But we had one hint, and it was because we knew we had to pull these levers at the same time, but it wasn't doing anything. And I'm like, Destiny, pull the lever. So we're like, 1, 2, 3, pull. 1, 2, 3, pull. And nothing's happening. So finally we're like, all right, we need a hit. She's like, try touching hands. So we have to be holding hands and then pull the lever at the same time to get the last door to unlock. I'm like, I would have never figured to grab this girl's hand. I'm like, it's obvious you got to put them at the same time, but we're like, it's not working. She's like, try grabbing hands. You got to create a circuit in between.
And what was the rate? No, the rate
on that one. Oh God, I don't remember. This was
the one that we did. The last one we did was 20. The success rate was 22%.
23. I want to say this one was. It was under 40, but it wasn't like it was under 40, but it wasn't like. But I didn't think it was too hard. I think the hardest one. I want to say the hardest one I ever been in, because I would have never solved it. I don't even know. The hardest one I ever went in was the Blair Witch one, because it was so much back and forth. I'm looking like there's no way you can solve this. I'm like, there's literally a guy in there just practically holding your hand through the whole damn thing because it's so hard. I'm like, it was the hardest escape room I've ever been in, because like Like literally at one point we like, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4. There was probably 8 rooms that we had to unlock. And then at some point we had to go back in some of the rooms we already been in. I'm used to just moving forward. I'm not used to doubling back. I've never been in one where I had to double back. He was like, what was on the floor in the room and the one with the piano? I'm like, that was 2 rooms ago. How am I gonna, like, that was 2? I'm looking at them like, dude, that was 2 rooms ago. Yeah, so we had to go 2 rooms back to go look at the floor. I'm like, this is insanely hard for no reason. So I've been in some that are ridiculously hard. I've been in some that were easier than others. But nevertheless, I think they've all been fun. Like we did some mini ones out here. They were all 5-minute rooms. They were easy. But I had never done a bunch of 5-minute escape rooms. I think it was 6 of them, and we had 5 minutes to complete each one. So 5 minutes, boy, that pressure be on. I was like, but we did them. Like me and the kids did them, and we conquered them in 5 minutes. And I was like, oh my god. So, yeah, I really like them. Like the first time me and Kathy because we did the Saw one twice. The first time me and her did the Saw one, again, it was me and her, and it was 6 other people we didn't know. And again, it made it a lot harder than it needed to be, because when we go into the room, again, it's based off Saw. So Jigsaw's talking, you think you'd shut up and listen. I'm trying to listen, and they steadily talking. And I'm like, and I don't know these people. So of course, I'm thinking like, shut up.
Right.
But I don't know them, so I can't just say, shut up. So half the time I didn't know what was going on, even though he's giving his instructions. I'm like, guys, he's trying to tell us what we need to do. If y'all would, listen when we go into each room. And they're like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing. Yeah. So like, why don't we go into the next room and let's be quiet and listen?
Uh-huh.
And then like we literally get to the last room, and me and Kathy find the clue, and it makes it very clear that the only symbols we're looking for are on this piece of paper. I'm like, guys, hey, we found the clue. And it says, these are the symbols we need. I go, so find these symbols and find the numbers that coincide with these symbols. And they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, all right, so we need a star. They're like, I found a rainbow. Guys, we're looking for a star. Oh, okay. I found the horseshoe. Guys, we need a star. Oh, okay. I found the hexagon. Like, I'm like, what do you got? I'm like, guys, just look for the star. Like, we need 3 shapes.
Your own groups. I ain't never went with anybody but a group. So
yeah. So that's always been my biggest takeaway. So I've done 2 without a group, and ever since then I've always been like, I make sure our group pretty much dominates right. Going forward. I either try to.
I've never been in with other people, like the ones, at least the ones that I've been to here that my friend runs. It's like it's just you. You're not in with no strangers. And I think it's because he opened up during COVID, so he was just used to it being groups, so he just keeps it that way.
Yeah, because like most escape rooms, I think they can hold up to 8 to 10 people depending on the size of the room. So they'll try to maximize that. It was 7 of us. But so a group of
because I know like so in this thing that he runs, he has 3 escape rooms in a facility that he rents. And when you rent for an hour, like he keep a block open for you, and it's just your group the whole time. It's not another group in another room or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he blocks it out. It's not. It's a lot of escape rooms out here, and Omaha is big, but it's not that big. So I don't think it's not a situation where he's like, "Whoa, we're trying to fill it in." Like he was like, "Whatever, I'm gonna take it."
Yeah.
So let's get to clip of the week. Clip of the week is brought to you by First Student. Now hiring $23 an hour, $2,500 sign-on bonus. That's without experience. They will train for you to get your CDL. Click on that link. Tell them Humble King sent you. that offers only good in Omaha, but other locations all across the country is hiring, including Canada, and that link still works for those locations too. All right, thank you. I got two, and I think you got I got one. You sent me three.
Well, one of them you said you already did, so don't worry about that one. The other two, just show them whatever you want to show. One of them's not even funny. One of them's not even funny. I just wanted you to see it.
Oh, it's okay. That was not a clip of the week. Okay, and I got one that's funny, but it's not really a clip of the week. It's just something funny. Okay, that one go with that one. All right, so I'm gonna show you this. So I'm just gonna order then how they are, and this one is Oprah.
What's so special about Splinter?
Yo, dude, it's like Splinter's our dad, you know? I mean, what's so special about your dad?
Burn. That's cold. All right. Now,
just saying,
mine's the Dora the Explorer.
Diddy no Diddy. Diddy no Diddy.
God.
Diddy no Diddy.
Oh man.
My God.
Oh man.
Oh my God. It's only a matter of time.
Diddy no Diddy. I guess you gotta say it 3 times. All right. The last one, Cookie Monster. He owns some of them good infused.
Yeah, I enjoyed his energy.
So here's the question right here. This is a question that no one's going to ask.
What was that?
Why are they playing Freak a Leak in the background?
Right. Right. I was thinking that, yeah. Yeah, I was like, that stuff does not seem appropriate for those.
Not appropriate. It's not a Freak a Leak. Like, right? Freaking Cookie Monster's going crazy. He over there being a freak. Freak a Leak.
Oh man. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna show you this funny clip of this guy playing what's that? Is it Time Cruise? What's the shooting game? You know, the thing actually moves. You know what I'm talking about? It's the arcade game. It's Time something, whatever. Well, you'll see it when I get there. Here we go. Sounds like
Hot damn, ooh, that's one cuddling man. Ooh, hot damn, that's one cuddling man. Our mama's getting what she can for tonight.
So that clip's a lot longer than the one I saw. But I was gonna say, so right after I went to the video game place, I saw that clip, but I was thinking to myself, like, why didn't I do that? Because I was playing some shooting games by myself. I was like, why didn't I just get the other gun? I can't. Did you mute yourself? I can't hear you.
Yeah, why didn't you get the other gun? Right.
Yeah, I was thinking right after, I'm like, man, I wouldn't have been that intense about it, but I'm like, why didn't I get the other gun? Because I was playing with Harmony at one point, and she just kind of gave up on me, and I'm like, oh, that's what we doing? Just go walk away. I should have just got both guns. Like, I was trying to play. Do you remember Area 51? I don't know if you remember that game or not. It was a shooter game. I used to play it.
Yes,
It was
yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I was playing that one.
It was like aliens,
And-
right?
Yeah, it was about it's
Yeah.
the aliens, yeah. And
Yeah.
then you couldn't shoot the people like in the blue
Oh,
arc
yeah,
and the
yeah.
blue, yeah.
Yeah, and the blue
I'm
suit.
playing that, and I'm like, and I'm playing by myself, and I'm like, man, this would be a lot easier with a partner. And I'm like looking at the other gun, like, man, I wish somebody would just come over here and just get this other gun. Like,
See? Should have been.
don't know why I didn't think just to pick it up.
Dude, chill
Yeah, I
out.
didn't
Chill out. I'm trying to work here.
Can you show that other clip I had sent you?
Yeah, I'm about to show right now.
We gotta get this down. Finally. Hey. One question. How many you got on here? You don't know? You lost count? Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
You the starter. Dang. About 500?
500?
See all those?
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it, man. Yeah. Okay.
Can you imagine how long it took him to put every one of those toys on that car?
No, because I mean, you're thinking of it in the.
Well, I'm sure it took him years to do it, but
Yeah,
still.
it was just like, let me just stick this one on today. Tomorrow, let me stick this one on.
I just feel like that's like
some
years.
people was like giving them stuff like, bro, here's something for your car.
I feel like that just took him years to do.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
So
But then at the same time, it hurt my feelings too, because I was probably like, man, he just ruined probably some priceless toys too.
Yeah, he did. So I'm pretty sure he got some on there that was worth some money.
Yeah, because some of those did look like they were pretty retro. So I'm like, whatever.
So I don't know if this is it or not. Oh, I don't think it downloaded. Oh, it's still waiting on me. I went to the movies today.
Did you see Inside Out?
No, I'm gonna tell you what I seen.
Oh,
Inside Out.
that movie was good. I saw last Tuesday. I enjoyed it.
Actually, I don't even know how to say the name of this movie. I'm want to get the trailer in here because I want you to see it. But I wanted to tell you my experience of. There we go. Okay. Okay. So the movie is called Kalki, Kalki. Kalki 20.
I don't know what that is. It's a new movie?
Yeah, it's not even premiered here in the States yet. I guess it was just like a test movie or whatever, a test audience thing. I don't know. I just know that. Dang it, where is it? Now I can't find it. I want to find. Oh, okay. It's called Kalki 2898 AD. So they're in the future. So anyway, so first let me tell you what happened. Then I'll play the trailer, and then I'll let you know how the movie was. So I was like, I need to go. I want to go to the movies because the movie theater that we're going through. Remember, I told you I had that little that thing that I bought. Like you pay like $10 and you get a free movie ticket, and then you get like 4 family and friend movie tickets and stuff like that. So I've been doing that. So they sent me a thing that said that this is their last month doing it. They're canceling. They're not doing it anymore. They was gonna try to do something else. And I was like, man, this is stupid. But then on Sunday, I got this thing that said, hey, we messed up. You're supposed to get 2 times your points when you buy this and all this, blah, blah, blah. So they sent me $20 back and put it in my rewards card. And then they said that I'm gonna get another $10 food card because they messed up on that too. And I won't be able to use that until after July 1st. Fine, whatever. So I'm like, hey, I still have these 4 family and friend tickets that are only $10. So let's go to the movie. And I need to find a movie where we can watch as soon as possible, get done before 7:00 because then I gotta go with my friends to go throw some ads. So I go in. The only movie that's starting at the time that we want is starting at 2:20, and it's this movie. What I said was
You said
Cal
Kai. I don't know.
Cal
K.
Cal
I don't know.
Cal K. I guess that's how you say. I don't know. So it was the only one. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're gonna watch that. And I look, I'm like, dang, this movie's like 3 hours long, right? So I'm like, all right. I click on the movie. Guess how much these tickets are for this movie?
I don't know. $20.
Yeah, $22. I was like, the heck? Only for this movie. $22. So I was like, yeah, I ain't paying that. So, but I had a family friend things for $10. So I click on those. So I had to buy it twice for me, for Martina and Manny. They pay for it. Put the little $20 gift certificate I had, pay $1 and some change. Then go back, buy my ticket so I can get the $10 ticket too. Get that. Then we buy the food. So I buy that. And so by the time I bought those 3 tickets, I end up getting another $5 for free. So I buy food and I get all this food, the food that we buy, I get it 10% off because we were in that membership thing. So with all that discount, the $25 free plus the 3 $10 tickets instead of $22, all that money that we saved, the 10% off on the food, I still spent over $100.
Yeah, that's the movies for you. I usually spend that just on food.
like I still spent over $100. It don't make no sense. Yeah. All right, so let's look at this because I didn't even watch it, the trailer. So maybe it would have told me something in the trailer that I should have known before I watched it. Let's see it.
Oh, was it animated?
No.
Oh, this looks animated.
इस दुनिया का पहला शहर,
इस वर्ल्ड का आखिरी शहर काशी। कहते हैं कि ऊपर पानी है।
पूरी दुनिया से सब छीन लोगे तो सब कुछ तो होगा ही।
बाकी अगर कुछ है तो सिर्फ कॉम्प्लेक्स है। भगवान एक ही, सुप्रीम यास्किन।
पता है आप कितने लोगों को बचा सकते हो?
एक की रक्षा करने, केवल एक। ये 6000 सालों पहले देखा था।
वो शक्ति वापस आ गई है, यानी
अब रोशनी आने का समय आ गया है।
एक जान के अंदर दूसरी जान।
आपने अपनी गर्भ में एक भगवान को स्थान दिया है, मैं बचाऊंगा।
हर हालत में रोकना ही होगा।
सुबह सुबह ये लड़ाई झगड़ा क्यों बचे? कितना अच्छा सपना देख रहा था। हम दोनों कॉम्प्लेक्स में थे।
1 मिलियन यूनिट्स है क्या तेरे पास?
कुछ नहीं बचा। मेरे जैसे कितने लोगों के लिए आप हीरो जैसे। मेरे साथ आ जाओ।
यूनिट ज्यादा हो लेंगे क्या?
तुम्हें सिर्फ खुद से प्यार है भैरवा।
इस दुनिया में बस एक ही साइड होती है, खुद की साइड।
भैरवा, 5 स्टार बाउंटी। लेट्स गो।
हाय।
हाय।
वो लड़की मुझे चाहिए।
पॉइंट ये है कि मैं ही हूँ जो उससे ला सकता हूँ।
इतना श्योर है?
रिकॉर्ड चेक कर लो। मैं आज तक एक फाइट नहीं आ रहा।
तुम्हारी जंग फिर से शुरू हो गई है।
ये भी नहीं हारूंगा।
जिसने अपनी पहली सांस तक नहीं ली, वो इतनी आखिरी सांसों का कारण कैसे हो सकता है?
डरो मत, एक नया युग आ रहा है।
Yeah, so I didn't know that movie wasn't in English. They did have subtitles though. And the movie was not a lot. It's actually, if you watch the trailer, you would think it's a lot of dialogue in the movie, but it's not. It's very, very action packed. It's
Well,
not
it
hard.
looks like that's what it looked like. It looked like it was just a very looking at it looked like there was a lot of action in it, and it was one of those just turn your brain off and just enjoy the action for what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like to me.
Very good movie, visually very awesome. Had like this 300 mixed with current superhero movie kind of theme with some cartoonish stuff in there, anime. Very cool. I love this movie. 3 hours, and that's not the end of the story.
Oh, wow.
Like I'm sitting here like, damn, this movie long. Like, where they gonna kill the main dude? We ain't even got to the main dude yet. But yeah, so the movie is pretty much about like you go back into this ancient time in India where there are like these kind of like immortal god type creature guys, and they were fighting, and like kind of like one was kind of beat up and in prison and was like, you would just get older but you would never die. And then another guy was like, you'll have to just sit here and get old and until it's time for you to come save it, because he did something wrong. I can't remember what it was, but they killed the baby, his wife, and that was holding the baby. So now fast forward into the future, it's like this guy who I think he's called the supreme leader, he is having these people go up to women or females, and either say they're positive or they're negative. If they're negative, it means they can't get pregnant. If they're positive, it means that they can. And then they get put into these pods, and they basically are impregnated, and then they're trying to last past 140 days. And if they do, then they need to extract the baby, the essence out of this baby, and then give it to the supreme leader, and then maybe he'll, get his strength and his youth and everything back. So that's basically what it's about. A lady who works in a facility ends up getting pregnant, but even though she was tested negative, and that she couldn't even and she wasn't impregnated or whatever. So it was like a Virgin Mary kind of thing going on with her, and she was carrying the baby for over 150 years. And then it was another one.
Sure,
the
wasn't
guy,
those metachlorians like Anakin?
I don't know. And then
there was no father.
And then it was the one guy who is the antagonist. He's like a bounty hunter, that's going to end up, you can tell that he's going to end up being a good, like first you watch it, you're like, oh, he's the good guy. And then you realize he's really the bad guy, but then you can tell he's going to be the good guy in the next movie. Like he's going to get a change of heart and all that other stuff. So yeah, real good movie. Really enjoyed it. I didn't even know Bollywood make movies like that. And they had their little Bollywood moment in that movie too, where they
singing and dancing. Yeah.
Yep, they did it. But it made perfect sense where they did it at. It wasn't even dumb. Like they had this place called, I think it was called the Complex.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was called, yeah. And in this area, it was like above, like, so everything's desert, like Mad Max, except for in this complex where rich people live at. And they have an ocean there. They got trees that are growing. It rains there. Like everything that you could think of, like, in a normal place, that's in this complex. So everybody pays like thousands of dollars for an egg that came from the complex because they don't have it, or somebody steal an apple, it's worth thousands of dollars because of that. So yeah, that's where they did it. They snuck into the complex, and they snuck like into this ball, so they were just doing the dance. And I was like, oh, they did the dance, at least it made sense. It broke out the song. So other than that, but it was good. It was good. It wasn't like, it didn't take itself too serious, but it wasn't cheesy at the same time. So it said that when we saw the poster, it said something like it was a premiere or something like that. So it was just something that we got to watch, and that's why we had to pay $22 to see it. But of course we didn't. Of course, the people behind us. So I figured this out when I go push it in, because the lady said her name, and I'm like, man, that don't even sound like it's English when she said the name. So I'm like, huh. And then I looking at the poster, I was like, huh. But everything's in English. And Martina was like, but it says it's gonna be a US premiere and yada yada yada. And we were like, oh, we seeing it kind of early. We were like, oh, okay, that's why it's $22. But I'm like, I've never heard of this movie. So then I'm sitting there and I'm getting Manny ready, and the people behind of us is Indian, and they're talking in Indian or whatever.
Yeah, the native language, yeah.
Languages, and I was like, I looked at Martina, I said, I have a feeling this movie's not gonna be English. She just started laughing. And I sat there, and sure enough, it wasn't in English. I was like, oh, okay. Please don't be a lot of dialogue. Please don't be a lot of dialogue. But it was good.
Yeah.
The last movie that I went to go see like that in the theater that it wasn't English was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that one too, but I didn't go see it in theaters because I didn't want to read it.
I saw it in theaters.
No, I didn't see it. I waited till that sucker got on DVD and I watched it in English dub.
After a while, you'll forget that you're reading it, and especially if the actors are good. Like in this movie,
I don't.
The actors were very good and very charismatic. So a lot of and then a lot of times there were things that were saying in English.
Yeah. No, I don't read fast, so I don't like reading movies. I don't read fast. I feel like I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing parts, and I'm like, nope, I don't do it.
I didn't feel like I missed much.
The last movie I saw in theater that I have to read was Passion, and I was like,
I didn't even see Passions in the theater. No, I think I saw Passion like 2 years after it came out.
And I wish I wouldn't have seen it. I should have waited, and I should have watched it in English dub with the bad voiceovers.
What you gotta read it for? You know what happened? They didn't. Jesus was
there was a lot of dialogue in Passion before we got to the end of that movie.
Jesus was a blasphemous preacher. They put him on trial. They said crucify him. They didn't. Pilate washed his hands of him. They whipped him, beat him, put him in jail. They put the crowns of
dialogue in Passion.
Made him carry his cross and stuck him up on there and waited till he died and stuck him in the side, and then there was an earthquake.
That's thanks for the cliff notes. Okay, that movie was like 4 hours long. Okay, you summarized the 4
by reading. You didn't have to read nothing. You didn't miss nothing.
It was a 4-hour movie with a lot of reading, and I felt like I only digested my half of it. Like, oh god. After a while, I just felt like a chore to get through.
That's why you should have just read the Bible before you went to go see it. I'm sure Passion was not 4 hours. 2 hours and 7 minutes. Why are you over there exaggerating?
That movie was 4 hours. That movie was 4 hours long.
Like maybe 3 hours, not 4. Like
it was 4 hours. They literally told the entire book of the Bible in there.
They didn't even get to Jesus being born. Nothing. Bethlehem. He already in the top, ready to get killed. He already ready.
Remember the three kings? You know, they gave them backstories and origins and everything.
The three kings without it.
They gave the three kings origins and everything. Joseph, for some reason, was like a superhero. It was ridiculous.
Mary had to go see her cousin.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was like, it was stuff in there. I'm like, I don't even remember that being in the Bible.
The only bad story that was weird was Judas when he hung himself. That was weird because it was like he was said like the devil, but it was like a devil kind of thing.
I was like, wasn't there? Yeah, there was a devil character in there. That was weird.
that remind me of Christian Bale in a Thor movie. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, he did. He was all pasty, wasn't he? Had with a black robe all.
Yeah, like why you gotta look like that? The devil, like the Bible describes him as a handsome man. Like, he was a fallen angel. Why you gotta look all jacked up?
Look like, he reminded me of what's the Voldemort from Harry Potter? That's who he reminded me. Did you watch Harry Potter?
He did kind of.
Yeah. She remind me of.
Yeah. No, I'm only got like 4 movies in. I haven't finished them.
Okay. I enjoyed them. Well, but you knew that. You saw me when I went to Universal. You saw how excited I was when I got my one.
I mean, that part was fun. I mean, going there and doing it was fun. I'm just like, I mean, I'm sure if they made a what's it called, Lord of the Rings like kind of thing that you can go to, I'm sure I would enjoy it. But I did not like the movies at all.
Really? So I like the first, the first 3. I couldn't get into The Hobbit. I tried 3 times to watch that movie and I gave up. I did not like it. I didn't like it at all. So I never finished The Hobbit, but the original trilogy I like them. I can watch them. I can't watch them all the time because they're all those are like 3-hour movies. So I can't sit down and watch those. I'm overdue, but I ain't gonna be watching anytime soon because I just ain't got that kind of time.
There's a lot of things. Like I haven't watched Game of Thrones, but I know me and Martina, we sat in that Game of Thrones.
And I couldn't get into it. Kathy started.
That was at Universal. You remember when we took that Backlot tour, the VIP, and they let us in the prop room, and I was in there, so we took pictures with that. I was showing my my counselor some of those pictures today because she was saying something about Back to the Future, and she was calling Trump like Biff Tannen.
Yeah,
he was like,
they said Biff.
Right.
They said Biff was modeled after Trump. That's what
was
they said.
he? Oh, then it makes sense. It makes sense, especially the older Biff.
That's what they say. Yeah.
The one in part 2 when he's in the 85 Biff, the old 85 Biff. Yeah, he kind of reminded me of. He did trying to remind me of. But so she was like, "Yeah, he reminds me of Trump." And so we were laughing, and she was like, "I just say that because my son her son's favorite movie was Back to the Future." And I was like, well, that's my favorite movie, and I was like, oh, let me show you something. So I go on Facebook and I pull up the picture and I was like, that's me in front of the clock tower. I got to stand right there in front of it and take pictures of it. I was like, it's the one thing I wanted to do, which is the coolest thing. It's like every time I go to Universal, we do the Backlot tour and we always see, every single time you always see the clock tower. But it is cool just standing up there and taking that picture though. It's real cool. The Clock Tower, Gremlins, all those movies that was in that.
That have been filmed there, yeah. So they were.
The 2 that I remember the most is Gremlins and Back to the Future, but there was a lot.
There was a lot, yeah.
I watched something not too long ago, and I was like, that's the Clock Tower. Like, like not too long ago, I don't remember what it was, but I was like, you ain't tricking nobody. Like, every time I watch something that has that subway scene in there too, the same thing. I mean, like, it's the freaking subway at Universal Studios.
I watch, I noticed that a lot with just different spots of the backlot, from music videos to shows. I'm like, that's on the backlot. I know that building.
So, I'll be watching things when it's supposed to be in New York, and I could just tell by looking at it.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I bet you this one at Universal Studios. And I go
like, same thing. If you ever get a chance to do, because we did the Warner Brothers one too, and same thing, they got a similar backlot too. So same thing, they do a lot of shots on the Warner Brothers backlot as well. So I did that one, and I was like, oh my god, so they do the same thing. Like, oh, this was filmed over here. That I'm like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that. So yeah,
you remember a lot of stuff. No, I can't remember. I was trying to tell her something. I couldn't remember the name. Now I remember it's Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, Desperate Housewives. Mysterious Lane. Yeah, they finally opened it up again.
Yeah, we got to go down there. We got to go in the houses.
Yeah. So when me and Kathy did it, did we drive down there? I feel like we drove down there, but I don't think we went in any of the houses. I don't remember going in them. Yeah, ours was kind of weird because, like, even you told me, like, when you told me your experience versus the one me and Kathy did, I know you guys, it sounded like you guys got more out of yours than what we did. Because I know don't get me wrong, we went into the part room, but it was quick. We did like a quick walk around. Yeah, you told me you guys spent quite a bit of time in there
on 3 floors.
we walked in a big circle. We was in there maybe 20 minutes.
Well, they have different pricing throughout the year. And
Well,
stuff. Yeah, so that's probably why.
They may have something to do. I don't know. I just know, like I said, for what it was, I enjoyed it. I like to do it again one day. I don't know, but I just
I want to do it again. That was fun.
Yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to do the most was going to there. So that was the one thing I was disappointed with because I felt like I got shortchanged because that was the whole. Honestly, that was the whole thing that got me excited when I read you get to go in the prop room. So that was the one thing I wanted to do, and we spent the least amount of time in there. And I'm like, that was the only thing I wanted to do. Everything else was kind of whatever.
For a long time, we got to walk every aisle. They was just like, don't touch nothing unless we, tell you. But I walked the walk down like every aisle, just weird stuff, telephones, plates, bows, guns, like everything you could think of, just catalog. And then and then you're going like we started up at the top, and then we were just going down to the 3 floors, second and first floor. So it was cool. The first floor is where we took that picture of the throne and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So I think y'all just went on the first floor, huh?
Yeah, we went in a circle and came out. That's literally what we did. Like, I'm not even kidding you. We didn't go on when you said multiple levels on what you talking about. We went in. We went in. We just went in a circle.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what multiple? Like, I'm like multiple levels.
He was like, follow me. He was like, we just walked, turn left, and walk right back out.
They walked us in, and they were like, "All right, guys, you can walk up and down the aisle. Just don't touch nothing." And I was like, I remember walking down this whole telephone aisle. Like, look at all these freaking phones. Like the gun aisle. They had like this bit. They had the Terminator big Tommy gun thing. Like, it was just the prop thing was pretty cool.
That was on it. Like I said, I read all the things that they said they could do, and that was the thing that got me the most excited. Yeah, and it was the one thing
that wasn't the thing that got me the most. The Back to the Future was the most exciting part, but I didn't even read about I didn't know that they did the prop thing until I read that thing. I read every little detail about it because we did it for our anniversary. That's why I did it. So like I said, I read every little detail. I was oh my god, this sounds amazing. All I knew is that you got on the tram, and because we always saw the tram of people walking up, be like, "Hey, why those people?" And I remember somebody was like, "Oh, you got to pay like extra for that." I was like, "I want to do that one time," And then you had said you did it, and I was like, "Oh, I thought it was a lot of money, and it wasn't that much. It's not that bad."
Yeah.
And especially when you get to skip the line, and they feed you, and
it's definitely one of those things. If you I always tell people if you get an opportunity to do it, definitely do it. It's a cool experience.
Because the last time we went to Universal, me, Martina, and my mom, we went. And Martina was just like, "Babe, remember we was just skipping the line on everything?" And we still got to skip the line. We had to wait in a little line because she was in a wheelchair. So Universal is real good. Like, you could just roll up there and they get you in. But I was like, it wasn't like the VIP where you even skip that line.
Yeah. When you have VIP, you skip the fast pass and everything. You are literally VIP.
Skip the fast play. Like there's no line. Like, you're like, excuse me, VIP coming through. Excuse me, we don't have to wait in the line. Thank you, bye. And we get to sit in the front. Like, move out the way. We get to sit in the front.
I really, really enjoyed it. Well,
Martina enjoyed it a little bit too much because when we went to go see that animal show, and they were like, "Oh, there's no more room in the front." She was like, "But we're VIP," and I was like, "Hey, they said there's no more room in the front." She was like, "Hey, we're VIP." She was mad.
like somebody got to move. Tell them to move. They don't look like.
Right, that's what she was. Like, she was like, "We get in the front. We get a better chance for them to pick us in the shows." That's what they said. Like, she was mad. So we didn't go see that show because she didn't want to go see it because we wasn't in the VIP area.
They got, that show's gone now. They got rid of that, and they got rid of. Yeah, because they're building that new Fast and the Furious coaster, so that's gone.
They just got rid of it because Peter hater.
Well, no, I don't know. They got rid of that. They remember like the where the old Conan show used to be back in the day. That building, they finally tore that down. The last
the last thing that was there was the FX show.
Yeah. So they tore all that down. All that's gone. So because they're building the new Fast and the Furious roller coaster.
Why they gotta build a roller coaster? Why they can't just build like a
legit roller coaster? This sucker's gonna wrap around the mountain. It looks pretty, like from the concept art and everything. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I'm actually excited about it
because they got the Fast and Furious ride part. This is like
you talking about.
This is gonna be the third Fast and Furious thing they did at Universal.
Yeah. We don't
right.
We don't count Supercharged. Oh, you talking about the dancing cars?
Yeah.
I actually like that. I like that.
Yeah, I miss it. Like every time
I like it better than Supercharged.
Yeah, every time I drive by it, I'll be like, we ain't gonna go in there. Where the car's at? Like, yeah. And then they're gonna add Supercharged in there, and I'm like, it's just like you already did something like that with King Kong, and you're gonna redo it.
Yeah. And King Kong's far superior than Supercharged. Like I don't really care for Supercharged, but when they had the dancing cars, I actually like that. But this is supposed to be a legit, and it's supposed to be like a drifting roller coaster. I don't know exactly what that means, but like I said, from what I've read and what I've seen, like concepts from it, it's gonna be pretty legit. So I'm looking forward to that. Trying to think what else they did. It's not
in
2025.
No, but it's supposed to be in Hollywood.
Yeah, they're building it at that's why they tore down the Animal Show.
Oh yeah, it does say Hollywood. So is it like Tokyo Drift? Does it say drift?
No. Well, it did say it was gonna have some drifting in it, but it's not. They're not doing Tokyo Drift. It said something about it said they're gonna it's gonna have some kind of drifting element on there. I don't know what that means. It looks cool, sounds cool. Here lately, man, they've been their last couple of new rides over the last couple of years, man. Universal's been they've been really putting out some bangers.
Yeah, because that Jurassic Park one that when they redid that's real good.
I like it. Yeah. I haven't been on the new the Velocicoaster in Florida because I haven't been out there yet, but from what I hear, it's really good. Super Nintendo World is amazing. That Mario ride is insane. Like it's so much happening, and it's fun and it's cool. And it's so hard to describe. It's one of the things you just have to experience for yourself. But I love that Super Nintendo ride, the Mario ride, or whatever it's called. I saw they're gonna open up a new theme park in Florida called Epic Universe. I can't wait for that to open. Just, again, seeing the concept of that park, it's man. What'd you find? Oh. Yeah, this is the one I watched. You know, they rotate.
pretty long ride. Yeah, it's a pretty long ride. It didn't rotate all the way around like that, but it did rotate like that. The one,
I could have sworn we did something like that when we went to Busch Gardens. Wasn't there one that kind of rotated or something like that?
Yeah.
So like I said, it looks good. I think they said 2025 is supposed to open up summer 2025. So I'm excited about it. So
hopefully it'll be the beginning of the summer when we can go out there before school is out there and we can go. We're actually going to probably take Manny next year if we get his license. Did the music stop playing? His ID, I mean.
Oh.
So he can fly.
Oh.
Or out of that, I'm gonna have to drive all the way out there. But I might anyway, because it'd be easier for parking and stuff like that. Because then I got to think of how to get him out there as far as getting a car and all that other stuff. So I might just drive again.
Oh, let me know. Well, I think we should probably end it there. That was a good place to end it because I don't got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, that's it. I got a picture, but I'm saving that for when T get on here. It's about Ninja Turtles. So I wanted to save that so you can say which one you think is the best. So everybody join us next week on Tuesday. We will have the trial. Jessica will be here as a married woman. And as our judge, and T and Adrian will be defending Clark, Superman, Kal-El, the murderer who does not care about human life whatsoever, his father or people, thousands of people that he is senselessly let die.
Just a monster, huh?
Just to turn around and snap Zod's head like that he could have did at the beginning. So don't make sense, right? Because he doesn't
at the beginning, really.
Because he doesn't care. All right. So I'm a destroy the social media thing too. Like y'all, you think it's just gonna with the no cell phone thing? No, I'm gonna kill it.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm telling y'all, don't think I'm going left. Whatever you think is the worst thing I can come up with, I already done came up with something worse than that. So put yourself on mute while I'm trying to talk too. I don't need to be here. Oh my God.
Yeah,
because I'm destroying your defense.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see. You're gonna really think I'm an attorney when I get done with this one. All right, everybody. So see you guys next week on Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. That's T's phrase that he stole. And I am the live long and prosper. Peace.
I still got nothing. Take it easy.
You better find something. You got to find something. All right. T got that. I'm live long and prosper. So you got to figure something out. All right, guys. Bye.